How's it going? I'm finally doing it. The live stream you've all wet dream about. It's coming to fruition. I forgot my lighter. Okay, you know what? I think I'll put my phone right here and go grab a lighter really quick, if I can. I am back. How's it going, guys? Yes, you're waiting for something very important. This is the important stuff. How's it going, guys? Where is 36 bars? It just wasn't performing well, and I realized that I needed to... Well, two things. I got striked for inappropriate material. Two, wasn't getting good views. Sorry, I'm choking on this. I'm riding my bike while watching this live stream. Well, that's not a very good idea. That's a very bad idea. That's a very bad idea. It's Jack and Courtney. Who's Jack and Courtney? Hello, Ward Kakauki. What is up? What the fuck is up, guys? My narcissistic stalker is gonna join in a minute. I just know it. They're gonna be like, oh yes, I'm watching you, and they're gonna jerk off. The sky. Yes. Yes. We gotta go over here. For the best Wi-Fi. Narcissist mentioned. Yeah, I fucking hate narcissists. They're so goddamn annoying. They bother me all the time. I probably have at least one narcissist encounter a day. It's me, bruh. Oh, right, I remember. I was like, who the hell is Jack and Courtney? Like Kardashian? How do you find so many narcissists? I just be myself and they just come. They just come over and find me. My former friend was a narcissist in school. Well, I doubt it, because if you're under 18, you can't really be a narcissist. You can, but barely. Hope the view count picks up soon. My channel pretty much got killed in a tragic shooting. It's gone now. Just all those viewers went. Poof. By the way, kids, if you're watching this, smoke cigarettes. So good for you. Oh my god. Really, just wow. You're gay. I'm not saying your username. Nice try. Nice try, Glenn. Let's take a look at Glenn's. This is Glenn. You know what? You can stay. I want you to stay. You're inflating the viewer count. I'm not saying their username. They're fucking lame. They sit there in their little fucking cheap trailer playing with their dick all day. They might get their family members to help. Yeah, my whole family fucking sucks, except for my parents. Oh, and my grandparents. They're cool too. My siblings literally just lick balls. Here's an impression of my brother. Here's a cock. What's your question, Ward? My siblings are watching. Yes. Oh, yes. Why didn't you even crack a smile? Why did you enjoy that? Because I love disturbing sexual things. I love disturbing sexual things. I love it when... well, I'm not even gonna say it. But I do love sexual, inappropriate things. If only there was someone to perform sexual, inappropriate things on near me. Would you like to join me, Ward? Would you like to join me on this stream? Why did you drop out of school? I dropped out of school because I was so bad at it. I was horrible at school. Awful at it. I'm trying to recount a story I could maybe tell. So I dropped out of school when I was 16 years old. I wasn't really going to school for real. It was fucking fake school with my gay brother that I lived with. I told that whole story. Yeah, it was fucked up. And I just hated living there. I fucking hated just everything. I hated the teachers, hated the students. So it's like, fuck you guys, watch this shit, bitch. And I just dipped. Fucking lived with someone else. Cause if I don't like something, I'm not gonna tolerate it. Yeah, my brother sucks cocks. He caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. Be funny if he went to jail, honestly. I'd laugh. Was your first YouTube channel Angry Paper Plate Man? Yes. My first YouTube channel that I ever had was Angry Paper Plate Man. I lived with my shitty ass brother, and he got jealous of it and tried to take advantage of it and control it. So I had a lot of problems there. And then I just grew up. So that's kind of the death of that channel. It'd be kind of creepy if I was like, hey guys, we're gonna make an object show video today. You're like a sitcom character in the real world. Well, I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment. You shouldn't keep getting... Oh, you should keep getting fired from jobs. Well, I'm not going to do that because I'm probably gonna die if I keep doing that. I didn't do it for fun. I wasn't like, all right, gonna get fired from McDonald's now. I was just a terrible employee. Oh, that cigarette's kicking my fucking ass right now. What do you think about the pop singer Britney Spears? I don't care. I never cared about Britney Spears. Even when Britney Spears first became a thing, I literally didn't care. Well, I wasn't even born, but by the time that I was like 7 or 8, she was pretty popular. I just always thought she was stupid. She's a fucking stupid, crazy-ass bitch. And I just never liked her music. I like Toxic, but it got abused. Got abused like a freaking child at a foster camp. By the way, I'm gonna pick some fucking apples. Yeah. Apple time, apple time, apple time, apple time. Huh. I think I want this one. Oh, sorry, is it lagging? Here you go. Suck my dick, Glenn, you little bitch. Was Vlog Central the same channel as Angry Paper Plate Man? Yes. I was Vlog Central. That name actually comes from a long time ago. It comes from when I was with Potato of Awesome as a friend. And I stopped being his friend because he became like this Republican, like hardcore Republican, like strict moral weird guy out of nowhere. Can anyone see me? Oh yeah, I can see you. I can see you. The Taco Bell story was hilarious. How the Mexican dude gave you a dab pen. Yep. I thought it was a tobacco pen. I had never really done a dab pen or really felt its intensity before, so I did a dab pen, and it got me fucked up. I felt like I was in a different dimension. I'm gonna pick another apple. I'm just a little apple picker, aren't I? So I'm gonna try to stream for like an hour and a half. Let's see what I can do. I guess I'll just talk to you guys. Did Mad Shangy ever come back? I don't like Mad Shangy. I really don't. Mad Shangy, I liked him at first. Then he started being like, hey, let's make a video together. Yeah, let's make a video together. We could be like Will Smith, like a comedy duo. And I was like, no, that's okay. And then he started getting really offended at everything I said. He was just being a weirdo. Do you remember the Go Animate videos he made? Of course. Without Go Animate, I wouldn't be making this video now. Go Anime videos are stupid. They're bad, obviously. But, you know, for a kid, it's pretty good. Sorry, guys. These apples are amazing. If you were 5 inches in Elon Musk and Donald Trump was 5 inches in you, which way are you moving? Well, depends. Which end does the cock go in? Are you talking about my mouth and my butt? So, if Donald Trump and Elon Musk are... Which way am I moving? I'd say I'm moving both ways. Oh, that's cool that they did that. I remember when GoAnimate was expensive. You used to have to spend like $200 to upload something. I don't think Vyond is good, though. I think it's shit. I think they're encouraging businesses to be lazy and make terrible animations. Okay, you guys ask another question? Be right back. I'm gonna get another apple. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Just needed to eat some apples. What was my Discord again? I don't give it out anymore. I could probably give it to you if you want it. All right. I'm done with the apples, guys. All right. Let's see. Sorry. I know, I've been eating on camera. I didn't mean to. I performed a little apple mukbang there. I was starving. I needed it. All right. Back to the questions. Yeah, they make us pay to export videos. Well, that's because you need their shitty animation software. What the hell do you think you're going to do without it? What happened to the cigarette? Oh, I just flicked it away, pretended I ate it. I still swallowed some of it, though, and it made my stomach hurt for hours. The Discord server. Yeah, I had a Discord server for a while. It got banned, though, multiple times. Someone was doing some bad shit in there. Whatever. You still uploading videos on Odyssey? Actually, it automatically uploads to Odyssey, I think. What is this stream about other than eating on camera? I was fucking hungry. I can respect your opinion on GoAnimate. At least it's not as bad as Plotagon. I don't know what Plotagon is. I've heard of it before. What is the stream about? The stream is about your wildest imagination. I'm texting my friend and watching you at the same time. Nice. Have you watched My Little Pony? Yes, it's for children. It is a very boring show for children. It might be cool if you're a fucking stoner, but it's not fun as an adult. Like, you know, I got this Juggalo tattoo. I'm clearly cool with lame subcultures, but at the same time, brony stuff, it's a red flag to me. Yeah, I think we'll stream for about an hour and a half. I think that'll be reasonable. Lots of bronies are normal. I don't have a problem with them as a person. It's kind of a red flag if you're like 25 and I'm like, yo, man, I like hip hop, or I like video games. I like, hell, even a children's video game is one thing. But I like My Little Pony. Could you imagine if I unironically liked My Little Pony? That'd be creepy as fuck. Can you unblock my main account, bum number 1? Oh, I see. I must have thought you were like a evil troll or something like that. Yeah, as you know, I have a narcissistic fucking douchebag, bully-ass motherfucking stalker. And they're just cowards, and I have to do stuff like that. Or I did anyways, I don't anymore. Now I just block those losers. I would say personally, you could get back on grinding videos you love doing, because currently right now, it's just gameplay. Oh yeah, I know that. It's kind of a stand-in, kind of a crutch, because I had so much to deal with. I had to get a job. I was dealing with a shitload of family problems, legal problems. And, yeah, there was no way in hell that I was going to be able to get those good videos up. But now I'm starting to. I started to kind of get back into it. With my Charlie Kirk video, it was kind of, I tried to make it like a horror video. Was Ernie the stalker? No, it's my douchebag brother-in-law who has the word antisocial tattooed across his throat because he's so fucking edgy and cool, bro. But yeah, I will get back on the good videos. I think my Charlie Kirk video wasn't so bad. I would say. Yeah, but it goes a little deeper than that. It's not just them anyways. I have some other problems I got to deal with too. And it just makes it really hard. But I'm setting something up that's going to make things really cool. I'm not going to say what it is. Oh wow, I have a big zit there. Looks like a slice of pizza licked my face. My favorite videos you did recently were the brass knuckle tutorial and haunted house tour. Will you do more like those? For sure. I was doing those. So the brass knuckle video, I'm going to make an update to that because those knuckles that I had are not very strong or powerful. I'm pretty weak. I need to get a real pair because those are pretty cheap. Of course, yeah, the Charlie Kirk thing is horrible. I mean, I mostly was just focusing on the gore element of it because he got shot in the jugular. Yeah, I need to make a new brass knuckle tutorial. I mean, I've learned a lot of things that may have been outdated in the original. My original tutorial probably would get you killed. But this tutorial I'm going to do is going to be more realistic. And do you like Rihanna? She's okay. Every time I look at her, I just see a battered woman from 2009, though. It's kind of disturbing to me. But she makes some okay music. I sometimes go back to, like, Disturbia or, some of those bangers. I'll go back to them once in a blue moon. Yeah, my new videos, I want to get a lot of things. So I'm writing a new book. It's a book on a serial killer, and it's not something boring. Like, it's not something that you're like, oh, fuck, another YouTuber bullshit, wannabe product. It's nothing like that shit. It is a book about a real serial killing event that happened not far from me. And it's going to be a lot like Scream in a lot of ways. And it's going to be short, so it's not a commitment at all, really. And I think you guys would like it, honestly. I think you guys would think it was creepy, at least. It'd probably be like 70 pages. The whole Kirk situation gave me an anxiety attack. Yeah. Yup. It is pretty disturbing. This stuff happens. People get murdered. That's why you don't, in real life, do these kinds of things, these political rallies without some kind of security, some kind of shield, something. I mean, it's just a bad idea. What happened to Aang? Are you talking about that E-girl that I talked to like 3 years ago? That's probably a boy. I don't know. Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. I remember a couple years ago when I was really depressed. I was like 21, super duper depressed, and I had nothing because I was just so depressed. And this girl kept reaching out to me. I don't know if it was a girl or a guy, or if I was catfish. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was this person who was really weird, and I struck up like a romantic relationship with them on the internet or whatever, and it was really embarrassing and weird. Um, she he or she had a good time, I think, because it was like a 6 months, 7 months. What happened to Aang though? What happened? So I got suspicious. I was like, is this a chat bot? Is this a fake bot? Like, who is this? They just look so, there's just something so unusual about it. So I stopped taking it seriously. And then I said I was going to make a psychological analysis of American Psycho. And she was like, oh, that's so unoriginal. And that was like our clashing moment. What do you think of Chris Chan's new video? You mean his new videos? I think his new videos are awful. But they are... No, you know what? They're not even ironically funny. They're just bad. Was your Headless Ghost video legit or performance art? It was legit. Yeah, I was smoking a cigarette in my backyard and it was dark outside. And I was smoking and I felt pretty chill. I was just like, oh, I feel pretty good right now. All of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this light. And I was just like, it was like a brown light. I was like, what the fuck is that? So I look at it, and it was like this headless figure. It looked like a regular-ass man, nothing but a brown, somewhat translucent figure, and no head. It was just flat right here. And it was just staring at me, and I looked at it, and I was like, what the fuck? And I opened my eyes and looked at it again, and it was still there. And this all took place in like 2 seconds, to give you an idea. And it walked towards me, very visibly walked towards me, and then boom. And I felt like shit. I was like, what the fuck was that? Yeah, Chris Chan sucks. His new videos are not funny at all. They just feel very autistic. No joy to be had in them whatsoever. He's an absolute psychotic motherfucking man-child baby. You should try IRL streaming. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I don't really have the resources to do that right now. Like, I don't have mobile data or anything like that. If someone gifted it to me and some gas money, yeah, I would do it. What's your favorite object show? None. I think they're all really, really, really bad. The Object Show movie of Potato of Awesome is kind of interesting. It has some elements of interesting things in it. It's kind of unique that he's trying to make it look like a real movie. I mean, I think he's kind of a douchebag. I've always been honest about that. He'd probably say the same thing about me. But his movie could be good. At the very least, more creative than other object shows. All object shows are not funny. The only one that made me laugh was the Object Show movie at one point. You're such an intrinsically comical person, it would be funny. IRL streaming? Yeah, that would be pretty fun. I remember you were making your own object show. That was a long time ago. That was like 6 or 7 years ago at this point. And I tried, and I did, and it looked like trash. It was like an awful Rick and Morty wannabe ripoff. Yeah, I don't do visual productions anymore in terms of like trying to do films or music videos. I like to keep things to videos, commentary videos, and books, which I want to try to manipulate my fans into liking. Thank you for your cervix. Okay, who is this? I don't know what that's about. Potato of Awesome, is that you? Yeah, object shows are trash. There's nothing good about an object show. It's all embarrassing trash. Well, my first book's not good. My first book's really bad, and I know that. I knew it from the beginning, and this book's not the same. I promise you this book is, it offers something that nothing else I've ever done will. Did you release your book? Yeah. Well, okay, Floppa fan, you gotta understand something here. That book was long in the making. I was just desperately trying to make it work, and it was too long to really moderate properly. So I'm gonna try something serious this time. And I think it will work. I mean, it's a murder of 4 teenage girls. The brutal murder of 4 teenage girls in 60 or 70 pages. And I think at the very least, because, you know, I've really learned a lot about writing, you know, character development. You know, I learned how to do character development. I learned how to make things more interesting in general. I learned how to keep it shorter. And I'm going to keep trying to get people to at least take a look at them. The best content is always the silly stuff and joke songs. Yeah, I know that. But, you know, I think people who do comedy can do horror. All sorts of them do. I think I can do it too. And I have a history of writing stories. I mean, yeah, after this, I'll still be streaming for another hour, but I was probably going to start writing my, in fact, I'll just be honest, it's about Bryan Kohberger, the Idaho murderer. I'm recreating it. What was your favorite subject? And do I remember you eating a powerful chocolate mushroom bar? Yes. Basically what happened is I went to a dispensary, and I saw what they had, and I was like, do you have anything else? And they were like, nope. So I was like, really? And they're like, okay, we do have these. And they pulled out these chocolate mushroom bars, and I was like, how much? They're like $50 fucking. I was like, oh my god, fine. And it's not real mushrooms, it's synthetic. They use a bunch of weird ass mushrooms from the side no one knows about. And I took it, and yeah, I saw a centipede crawl out of my ear. My whole my whole face and eyes turned into Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It was scary as shit. What was your favorite subject in school? My favorite subject in school? None of them. I hated school. I absolutely fucking despised it. If a class let me use the computer so I could cheat, then I enjoyed it. Do you still like Ambien? No. I avoid that shit. I do like other drugs, prescriptions, but I don't abuse them or anything like that. Ambien sucks. Yeah, it does help you go to sleep, but it's not a real sleep you're having. You're having a very fake, medicated sleep. What was your early childhood like? Lots of problems. I had very abusive siblings, 3 very abusive siblings who still try to contact me to this day, who were very psychotic and psychopathic and committed a lot of crimes, and always were trying to control me and tell me what to do and tell me how to live and bully me into submission and would be really violent. And then I had parents who were constantly fighting all the time. You know, I was in fight or flight mode for a lot of my childhood, honestly. What's your go-to meal? Right now it's been chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets and ketchup. Also French fries. And what else have I been having? Lots of raviolis too. Lots of cooked raviolis. I remember when you had a trip on Ambien. That was not Ambien. That was, oh yeah, no, I guess it was Ambien, wasn't it? I think it was Benadryl you're talking about. I had a horrible overdose on Benadryl when I was a child. Twice. What do you think of High School Musical? I think it sucks. I've watched it. I think it's ass. It is for fucking privileged teenage girls with blonde hair. It is for little goddamn girls. Zac Efron's gross. I don't think he's attractive at all. I mean, I'm not gay, but still, he's just not attractive to me. Especially not now. Yeah, I never understood as a kid why all those kids wanted to watch High School Musical. I'm like, it sucks. Why do you want to watch it? Alright, come up with more questions. I'm gonna get another apple. Yeah, I'm back. I bet I lost all my viewers. They're all gone. Go and get a McChicken. McDonald's is gone from my city now. Yeah, they removed it. It's bullshit. I used to get a McChicken, fries, a drink, a pie, but it's also kind of good because I spent a lot of money on that shit. McDonald's is not cheap. They're like, you want a hamburger? It's gonna be $40. It's not that they weren't making money. They're making a lot of money. They just, it just sucked. I had terrible customer service. Only a few of them were good. There was a woman named Maggie that was pretty nice there. But, for the most part, awful. And on top of that, the building was collapsing. It was like sinking in and collapsing, so they just dipped. Oh, you were talking about the... Oh, never mind. Hello, Cayenne Yoshi. What's up, homeboy? Oh! That's disgusting. That was disgusting. And see, when I'm done with these apples, I can just throw them at... See that church over there? Look at that. The church. Watch this. Chuck an apple at them. Take that apple, you religious fucks. Yeah, I do wish McDonald's was back. If McDonald's was back, I would be sexually harassing the employees right now. I'd be like, hey, can I take a sniff? I'm getting a lot of blocked comments. I think it's the skinheads. You know, I piss off a lot of skinheads. I really do. They really hate me. Maybe I could be like a civil rights icon. Like, all hail Matthew. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. Ernie. I think your name's Ernie. Yeah. I'm actually going to be just fine regarding the books. I'm going to prove it wrong because it's going to be a short book. It's going to be a violent and short book. I think it will be entertaining. Much more than the first attempt. My first book was awful. I just thought it would be fun. And it has been, but it's also probably some problems too. Some people have been very rude about it. Calling me the F slur and shit. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What is your question, Ward? What is your question, Ward? I want to hear it. I can't believe Charlie Kirk is dead. It's ridiculous. I thought he was, kind of a shithead. I didn't think he was evil. I didn't think he needed to fucking die. Literally got shot in the jugular. It's like his head got cut off with a chainsaw at that point. Jesus Christ. Just don't become a Brian Griffin. That's the advice I have. Yeah, but there's a difference. Brian Griffin only stuck on his one book. He never, ever made another book after that. And he tried to promote it forever. I'm on book number 2. And I also like to finish my books as fast as possible, too. At least now. So you'll see a book come out like once every year, maybe. Under that, if possible. Maybe even 2 a year, if I can do these short stories. Will you stream again? Or make content on a regular basis? Of course. I mean, I've kind of been making content on a regular basis, haven't I? Probably made like 15, 20 videos in the last couple months. I think that's pretty good. not going to become Brian Griffin. Also, I don't think Brian Griffin writes torture porn. Like I'm doing. Brian Griffin writes love stories. I think it was called Faster Than the Speed of Love. It does kind of sound like an early book I would have wrote. I don't know what Microsoft Agent is. I do not know what a Microsoft Agent is. I've heard of a lot of fucking things in my life. Microsoft Agent? I don't know what the hell that is. Why don't you ask me something about the Arabic language? Ward's like, you don't have to answer my question if you don't want to. Alright guys, we got about 30 minutes left of this stream. I decided. What the hell are we going to do in that time? What do you think about the buzz on Maggie? I mean the McDonald's manager? She's a really nice lady. It's like an older lady who works at McDonald's, or was the manager for a while. And she's pretty cool. I don't know, I think she'd be kind of creeped out if I was making this video. She'd be like, who are you? But yeah, you can expect content on a regular basis. I haven't been able to the last couple of years. It's not a choice I have. If I'm not making content regularly, there's a problem going on. And it's not that way anymore, really. So just search up United World, who is a Microsoft Agent YouTuber. Are you talking about, okay, I can't get out of this, so I'm on my phone, so I'll look that up later. But I will look it up. Is Microsoft Agent like Microsoft Text-to-Speech or whatever? Or is it like the new AI version of that shit? When it gets closer to Halloween, you should wear a jack-o'-lantern as a helmet and run around at your local Wally World. I don't know what Wally World is. And you're asking me to go to a place probably with a lot of children in it, too. Okay, so... yeah, okay, so it's like that. Yeah, Microsoft Agent, I mean, if you're doing it for fun or it's your identity or whatever, cool. But if you're trying to be, like, professional, I would say not to do that. Walmart, you silly man. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. That could be kind of funny, but I'd have to go all the way to Walmart. Then I would have to do that shit, and I'd rather just make a funny video. So yeah, I will be making funny videos. I'll be making one funny video, probably a day or every other day. Some lolcow watches, of course. Then I'm going to work on my book. Books are the last priority. I put them on the back burner for that obvious reason. But I think that you guys will be thoroughly disturbed. Which is exactly what I want. I want you guys to be traumatized. I want you guys to die. I want you to die. I want you to die. Here's my Postal Dude impression. I want you to die. Fuck you. Alright, here's another one. Oh, yeah. Do you like Squid Game? No, actually. I'm glad you asked that. No, I don't like Squid Game. I hate Squid Game. Nothing personal necessarily. I just think it's boring, modern Netflix garbage that I literally don't give a flying fuck about at all. Like, I literally don't give a fuck at all. You have a good voice for video game acting. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's because I am a living video game character, actually. What do you guys think of this tattoo that I got? It's the Hatchet Man. It's one of the most offensive symbols in the world. If not the most offensive symbol in the world. Am I annoying you with these questions? No, you're good. I made this so you can ask questions. People always respond to people and they're like, whoa, are you mad at me? And I'm like, no. I'm mad at the world. Bro, I'm actually a living game character. Here's something Chris Chan would say. Yeah, probably. Something Ronnie Radke would say. You ever heard that song? He's like, my life is like a video game, trying to be really gay. Cracked GTA would be funny as fuck, yeah. I'm sure it would be. I'm sure it would be. Hell, with GTA 6 character customization, you might actually be able to create me in the game. Did you resolve your issues with the stalker? No. Nope, it's a very hostile, violent situation that I try to avoid with an absolute Mexico or any of those fucking countries. Like, nothing against them at all. I'm just saying I don't want to go there. Like, I don't need to. I go to Mexico, maybe, to get an enchilada and try to flirt with some Mexican women, I guess. That's about it. And I'd probably just get the meal. But no, I literally am a living video game character. I didn't say I was a living Call of Duty character. I said that I was a living Sonic character. I said I was a living... I'm from Twisted Metal. That's what I'm from. And every video I make is just one of those cutscene monologues from Twisted Metal Black in Twisted Metal 2012. If you traveled outside of the U.S., where would you go? I would go to Mexico, I just told you. Mexico seems like it would be kind of cool. Don't go to Mexico. They found a lot of heads in the ground without bodies attached. So, it's not like they're going to do that to me. I doubt it. I doubt they're going to cut my head off and bury it in the ground. I hope not. Fucking hope not. I'd be pissed. I'm eating a pig. Fuck you, how dare you. That's a living, breathing creature. It had a life before you defiled it. Before you've molested it with your mouth. Go to Dubai. No thanks. No, I meant, where did you go outside of the U.S.? Like, where did you already go? I didn't leave. I came very close. I went to Florida, which is kind of close. I've been all around the U.S., but I mean, I've been to California, I've been to Idaho, I've been to Wyoming, I've been to California. Oh, I just said that twice. I've been to Oregon, I've been to Florida, I've been to New Hampshire. I think I've been to North Dakota. Cartel violence extends to tourists. Yeah, I bet it does. I bet they'd see me and they'd be like, hey, Essay, and I'd be like, huh? They'd be like, fuck you, bitch, and they'd stab me in the stomach 6 times. Then they'd chop my head off slowly and bury it and take a piss on it. I'm actually eating bacon. Bacon's delicious, but it's very unhealthy. It's expensive and unhealthy. Do you support Palestine? I actually don't know anything about it, the conflict. I've been too self-absorbed, you could say. I've been paying attention to what's going on around me and not really caring about that. I mean, I'm already overwhelmed with this Charlie Kirk shooting. They would more likely hold you for ransom. Well, I don't think anyone's going to be paying for me to really come back, honestly, bro. Israel, Palestine, in my head, they're one and the same. Whoa, did I just say that? Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And if I broke out of the ransom, I'd have a machine gun and I'd be like, fuck you, all you Mexican motherfucking cholo gangsters. How are they one and the same? They're not. I was just saying that. If they were one and the same, though, it would make absolutely no difference to me because I wouldn't even know. Because I know absolutely nothing about geology or social history or social studies. I literally don't fucking know anything about any of those topics. Someone will be like, what year did President Barack Obama get elected? And I'm like, 1998. What do you think about Avril Lavigne? Avril Lavigne rocks. Yeah, I said it. Avril Lavigne rocks because Avril Lavigne is cool. She just comes in the picture. She's like, yeah, I'm a little slender girl, and I'm really cool. And she sings perfectly, and she has perfect auto-tune. It's a great performance. I actually, she's also in the game Burnout, so I have a positive, nostalgic opinion of Avril Lavigne. Bro, if you fired a machine gun, the recoil would fold you. You should start going to the gym. So, okay, you want to hear a funny story? I did go to the gym with a guy who was my I'm not going to say it. He was my manager at a place I worked, and he was like, yo, let's go to the gym. And I think he was expecting me to be like tough, like, yes. So I went to the gym, and I did all the exercises, and when it came to lifting weights on the bar, I didn't need any weights on each end of the whatever it is, the bar. I didn't need any dumbbells. It was heavy enough on its fucking own as the bar, so I just lifted that for like a fucking hour. Not well either. And he was just like, okay, well, you suck at this shit. And he kind of gave up. How tall are you again? I am 5'8". Well, about 125 pounds. Yeah, I'm tiny. I could probably slip through the cracks on the ground. What do I think of Nickelback? Nickelback sucks. They ain't got nothing good. Was it Vlad? I think you already answered that, but yes, it was Vlad. Vlad took me to the gym, and I think he really had some high hopes, but those hopes were dashed down fast. Who was your celebrity crush? Should I say this? Okay, Selena Gomez. Young Selena Gomez. Whoa, wait, you know what I mean. When she was like 18, 19, 20, over 21 years old. Not when she's all 30 and like, oh, I'm old, I'm dying. But like when she was younger. Do you listen to Yeet? I actually did for a while. I thought his music video, the one with the cars flying in the air, I thought that was really well made. What do you think of What do you think of Super Mario Logan? It should be the better question. And I don't really care. I see his work as for teenagers, children, and a small percentage of young adults. I don't really care about his work at all. I think it's kind of interesting how he turned his success so large. He is okay. I think he's interesting. He's very unique. Better than what I could do right now. I put that rap song, got like a couple views, and I was like, oh my god. I deleted it. But I promise, this book, I'm not going to say the title, but it's going to knock your fucking socks off. It's going to rock your cocks hard. Okay? I might even give it away for free. Why do you think Pastel Bell left the internet? Pastel Bell left the internet because she got bullied. So you see, it started with me. I was the one who bullied her. I would make fun of her because on my videos and such, and it was an outrage thing at first. People were outraged at me for doing that. How could I do that to such a nice, loving woman? And basically, they just kept going, and then other people started making videos about her. Then other people started making videos about her. Then other people started making videos about her. Then Willie Mack Show is making videos. Now there's millions of views about her, hating her. And it started with me. I may not have been directly the cause in some ways, but I was the originator of it. Do you talk to Rogue Internet Man? Rogue Internet Man has not talked to me once. Not once since the incident in 2023 and 2022. I have tried a couple of times to talk to him, and he does not respond at all. It's funny that Mudahar has acknowledged your existence. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I don't know how to feel about him. I think he was kind of cowardly that he was whining and crying about a song that I made, because that's ultimately what happened. But I think he thought he was doing some social justice. I think even if I died, it would have no social justice implications whatsoever. What was the first online community you ever joined? The Little Big Planet community. When I was a child, I want to say when I was 7 or 8, my mom got me a copy of Little Big Planet for the PlayStation 3, and I started playing it, and I loved it. I fell in love with the game very fast, and it had an online community. That's very similar to YouTube. You basically can make these levels using the in-game editor, which was infinite, and you could upload them to like a web, like a YouTube of sorts. It was like a in-game YouTube, and it taught me everything I know about editing. I'm not even joking. It's so funny. I already said that. It's funny that Mutahar acknowledged your existence during the past debacle. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But then again, it's not that much of a compliment. I wasn't like prideful after it. It did nothing for me. My first online community was GoAnimate. So mine was Little Big Planet, and then it shifted after that to a thing called Ben 10 Cartoon Creator, which none of you know what that is. And then it shifted to GoAnimate. Yeah, it did. It shifted to GoAnimate. And then after that, it was GoAnimate. Then it was True Crime. True Crime was my biggest phase, I would say. And then the comedy phase. The comedy community, I guess. You could probably put me more in the commentary community. But that's the community I'm in now. And I like it. I like the commentary community. I have no problems with it whatsoever. Yeah, I'm gonna prove you wrong, Ernie, you little fuck. You're gonna be proven pretty wrong, pretty hard on your balls. When I'm done, you'll be begging for my balls. So, Pastel Belle was a cute. She was. There was a time I tried to like fantasize about her because all my friends thought she was hot. Like she's so hot, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get in on the hype. And I tried to think about it, and it all disgusted me. Nothing about her is attractive to me. She just seems like a very not pretty, like makeup dependent, weird hippie woman, and it's just not attractive to me at all. Yeah, she is very weird. There's something very off about her. It's probably that she's busy thinking about Dobby Vanity all the time. I'd go into fucking psychosis if that happened to me. Hey, you know what? I think we could probably do another 20, 30 minutes of this. Is Ben 10 Cartoon Maker similar to GoAnimate? It is GoAnimate. Basically, in about 2009, they took Ben 10 Alien Force assets, really shitty ass ones, and they used them as the assets for GoAnimate. It was just GoAnimate Ben 10. And, yeah. Yes, he was bad news. I'm back, sorry. Oopsie daisies. Boy, that Dobby Vanity guy was bad news. Yes, he was. We have never seen anything similar to that, ever. That is such a very horrible thing. He was orally raping little children. Like, I don't think there's anything worse in the world. And it wasn't just one, it wasn't just two, it was like 25. Oh, there's the narcissistic stalker. She's liking and unliking the video, so it intimidates me. But it's not intimidating me. What was your first concert? I want to say... Well, I haven't been to very many concerts. I've only been to a few. I went to a country music concert in 2019. It wasn't really a concert, though. I've never really been to a big concert or anything like that. I want to, though. Wait, your haters are here? Yep, it's just my narcissistic sister. She does this retarded thing where she goes and she likes all my videos like 6, 7, 8, 9 times, then unlikes them. So I'm like, oh, spooky, she's watching me. She's a very sick, psychotic piece of trash. Oh, she just did it again. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. I hope you fucking die. do you think about the movie Freaky Friday? Ugh. Gross. Hate that fucking movie. Everybody was watching that shit all the fucking time. I thought it was just bad. Nothing that interesting, nothing that edgy, funny. Remember to unblock my main. Okay. What do you think about the movie? Oh, yeah, you already asked that. What do I think about Linkin Park? Awesome. Love Linkin Park. Fucking love Linkin Park. Awesome as fuck. Can you re-upload your Angry Paper Plate Man videos? I don't even think I have them, brother. That was an archive of everything I had. That was everything I had. It's so funny, my sister's so desperately trying to get my attention and harm me. Yeah, that's what it was. She is a terrible fucking bitch. I have no respect for her at all. What do I think about Limp Bizkit? Limp Bizkit is pretty okay. They're okay. They're, you know, I don't listen to them every day. I listen to them maybe once a week. They really are just misogynistic, boring, repetitive pop music. Some of it's okay. Thanksgiving for you guys must be awkward. There is no Thanksgiving. Me and my family just ignore each other's existence. We have like subsets, like we're gangs. Yeah, no, I really strongly dislike my family. They have caused a lot of damage to a lot of people, and I just wish they would go to jail, honestly. That's how I feel about it. Alright, more questions, guys. More questions, more questions, more questions, more. You know what? I'm gonna grab an apple. You guys give me some more motherfucking questions right now. Alright, I'm back. What's the biggest thing in your brass knuckle tutorial you want to correct? I would say the positioning of it. You don't have to hold it that way. You can really hold it any way you want to, as long as it works for your fingers. And you should probably calibrate it for your fingers first, and make sure that your fingers actually can fit in there. Video on Dayton Hypernova when? My next lolcow watch is actually going to be on this weird guy that everyone's been telling me to make a video on. He has like the plunger nipple guy. Whatever the fuck his name is. Joe Walsh, I think. Are you banned from that Subway? Yes. I'm cool with the owner. At least I think we're cool. But in terms of the actual Subway, not cool. We are very, very, you know, banned. I am banned, not we. I am banned. What are the videos that got CPS called on you in 2012 and got you suspended from school? So when I was a kid, I made really offensive YouTube videos, and I don't remember the exact video it was, but I made a series of videos that were pretty similar to what I do now, just a very primitive-ass child version of it. And some students at school found it, and they started gossiping, being like, this says offensive things about other students in it. And it got blown out of proportion, and then it became, oh, this guy is a school shooter or something horrible, he's doing awful things. You know how that goes. And just got me suspended from school due to some comments I made in my video. I don't remember what I said exactly. I think I was making a joke about a teacher. Have you talked about Ian Foote? It sounds very bad. Whoever that is, I do not have high hopes for them. Where can I see your 2012 videos? Nowhere. They're gone. All of them are gone. Either deleted by the YouTube algorithm at this point, because they are so old and probably had a lot of inappropriate commentary. Will you still be making a video game? I was going to. I had a lot of resources for it, but it was going to be a mass shooting game where you go on a mass shooting spree, which sounds horrible, I know, but that's the idea. And I couldn't get any developers to do it. They all were pussies. They were all like, oh, you need to edit it to be aliens or something. And I was like, fuck off, bro. All of them did it. I probably contacted like 20 developers, and they wouldn't do it. So I'm like, fuck this. I don't care enough about it. I'd rather put that into the book, which I think would be better anyways. The name of your 2012 channel was Angry Paper Plate Man, right? Nope, that was the name of my 2014 channel. The name of the channel that I had in 2012 was probably something like Bizarritations Productions or some stupid bullshit like that. And yeah. I do a lot of digital art, hit me up. Okay. It wasn't necessarily artists I was struggling with. I was more struggling with programmers. Like getting people to program it, the murder simulator. They just didn't like it. I was making a TV show with Alchemist Area, which would never happen in a million years now, but when I was a kid, it was. And we made a video on Color Buddies. It was called Color Buddies. It was a cartoon we created. It was like South Park with absolutely all of the joy stripped out of it. How did your school find out about the videos? Because I had a friend who knew about the videos. I would like brag about it to my friends for some reason. And then my friends would be like, oh my God, this is offensive. And they were just being little bitches, and word got around and teachers found out, and it just escalated from there. Not everyone wants their name attached to a school shooting simulator. Yeah, I know, but it wasn't a school shooting simulator. It was a mass shooting simulator. So you'd be driving around a city with the ability, like in GTA 2 style, to commit a mass shooting. But, whatever. It's just, I couldn't find anybody to do it. They refused. It's not just not everybody. It's pretty much every single person does not want to be involved with that. The only people that did want to be involved with it were like really scary. I didn't want them. Like the original Postal, yeah, it was like Postal 1, but if it was free roam and a lot gorier was the idea. It was going to have like dynamic blood everywhere. Would you eat a Carolina Reaper live? Sure. I've done it before in offline. A Ghost Pepper, actually, not a Carolina Reaper. What did Color Buddies talk about? Was it an object show? Yes. Well, no, it was worse than that. It was a freaking video that, I mean, it was a freaking asset flip where we took the mouths from Inanimate Insanity and BFDI, and we just slapped it on these shitty assets that Maxwell drew. And it was, what did they talk about? They just said, like, oh, fuck, bitch. What the fuck? Like, they were just annoying. And it was not censored. Have you seen Shape World by Jay Waddle? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What would be the motivation for your video game character? Why would you want to do that mass shooting? It was more of an arcade game. No real explanation, just a disgruntled guy decides, kind of like Postal 2 in that way. Except it would be a lot funner than Postal 2 because you'd be able to drive around and kill all sorts of people and enter schools and buildings and, you know. And I was ready for it. I had a couple $100 for it, but they just, and I even had almost $1,000 ready for it, but just nobody wanted to hop on it. So I put it into the book I'm doing. Because if no one wants to do it, and I have to do it by myself, it's going to go horribly wrong. I mean, if I had some amazing programmer or something reach out to me and be like, okay, I'll help you out for a cheap price, I'd be like, okay, cool, absolutely. But until then, I'm kind of struggling in that department. Have you seen Shape World by Jay Waddle? I don't know if I answered this already, but yes, that is the worst object show in the world. But I don't care, because it's a child. That's always been my policy, and it's made some people really angry that I don't take seriously the content made by children. I just don't care. What would be the motivation for... Oh, you already said that. Do you like the movie Fight Club? Yeah, it's okay. It's not something I rewatch or anything like that. What about the movie Pitch Perfect? I never saw Pitch Perfect. I don't like those kinds of movies. I started playing the new Saints Row game because, okay, I'm a longtime Saints Row fan. I love Saints Row 2 and I love Saints Row 3. And that, you know, that guy Rex that I was making those videos with for a while, the only bonding experience we had was through Saints Row 3. That was it. And everything else was nothing. And I got the new Saints Row for P4 because it was like fucking $7. And it's something $7, I'm probably gonna get it. So I bought it, and it was horrible. Horrible first impression. I owned it. It required an install package. After I installed the game for several hours, it was like 60 gigabytes. I played the game, and it's not fun. It's just not that fun. It just is futuristic. There's no gang anything. It's boring. The humor sucks. I played it like 3 times. Now I'm done. Would you recreate King Cobra's Korean Zombie Challenge? Drink a fifth of shit vodka with Mountain Dew mixer? No, I wouldn't. Because I don't want people going in that direction with me, being like, oh, look at this silly guy. We can just ask him to do whatever he wants, whatever we want. Because you know what that would be? That would be King Cobra JFS number 2. Would the cops come for the video game protagonist after he does damage? Yes. Absolutely. It was going to be a lot like GTA 2 or 1, but it was going to be a lot smoother. And, you know, if I come across some money again, which couldn't be too impossible, I'll probably launch it again, but it's going to be hard to find a programmer. Jay Waddle has done some pretty bad stuff. I just don't care. He's a little boy. He's at the very most, like, what, 18 years old now? Like, I don't care. Hey, we've got this stream going for a long time. He's actually 23 now? Wow. That's crazy to me. That's the worst portfolio ever of work for someone that old. I mean, I've seen a lot of 23-year-olds work, and it's pretty good most of the time. I can't imagine he's made anything new. He's probably like, this is my new object show, guys. I've had 10 years of work. It's called Square Man. And it's just a bunch of bullshit again. Yeah, man, I mean, I'm same age. Oh, I mean, I'm 24, but I would never, ever unironically touch the object show community. I never felt pride. Like, I would probably get a lot of views when I was in it. Like, I would get thousands of views, almost 1 million views on some things. And I just didn't care. I didn't value it. I didn't feel accomplished at all. I just felt like an object show creator. All he does is play games and toys. Oh, that sounds like being on the spectrum, and I don't say that negatively. When you're on the spectrum, when you're like 25, 26, when you should be like, doing something with your life, instead you'll be like, I want to play with Spider-Man action figures, and you'll become really obsessed about it. Nothing bad about that necessarily, but I mean, it's just not very flattering. Like, if you put me next to him, I think the conversation would not be pleasant. Nostalgia Vault is not a good name. It sounds like vomit to say, and it's also just a cringy name. Because there's nothing he's going to offer that's going to give me any nostalgia. I know that for a fact. Kind of sounds like a Tim Box number 2. If I'm being real. Which, by the way, I don't hate Tim Box at all. I feel kind of bad for him because he's so gross and disgusting. And I don't wish him any ill will either. Where can I see Color Buddies? Buddy. Get it? Color Buddies. I don't fucking know. It's been so long. It's probably been like 10 fucking years since I created that. It has got to have been like 10 years. At most, or at least since I created Color Buddies. It was on a channel, I'm pretty sure it was called Bizarritations Inc. And it has a smile face as the profile picture. And it has, so if you type in Bizarritations or something like that, and then you also type in Color Buddies, you might find something. And whatever you find is going to be unholy, though. What happened to Tim Box? He's probably still just in his basement doing his thing. He's whatever. Bizarritations. If I was a kid, I probably would have spelled it with an I, not an A. Oh, and I know there was a guy named Bluebeard. No spaces, just Blue and Beard. That was in it, and I think he was credited. So if you type in Bluebeard, Color Buddies, and then you try to type in Bizarritations, you might get something. Or the word sneak peek. Do you remember the stream you did with some guy? Who was he? It was like 2 to 3 years ago. 2 to 3 years ago. Oh, you mean the kid? The young kid guy? I think his name was Salt. Salt was not my friend. That was a completely... So, I was under the influence of this really sketchy record label. I mean, it almost felt like a scam. I thought it was, but it wasn't. It was a record label, and they were mixing my songs. They mixed Keffel's song, and I had like a very shitty contract with them that was like worth nothing. And pretty much, they were like, you need to stream with this guy. And I was like, who? And it was Salt. He's like the 16-year-old boy. They're like, you need to stream with the 16-year-old boy. I was like 21 years old. And I was like, okay, sure. So I went and I did that. And what ended up happening, those streams were supposed to promote my music. What ended up happening is people just wanted my streams. They were just using me for my streams. Can you dance? No. Nope. No, I cannot. Why did they tell you that you have to stream with him? Because... I don't know. I still don't know who that kid is. I don't know why they're in contact with him. Super weird shit. And... I listened to his music, and it was weird. It was like Salts. They're like, you're gonna do a collaboration with him. And I was like, okay. And I listened to his music, and it was like, dun 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 dun. I was like, this is not my style. Yeah, that was a very bad time in my life. That was a very low moment for me. And it was creepy that I was hanging out with like a 16-year-old boy on my stream and nobody else. There's nobody else. It was just him. Yeah, that was really weird. I think it was about control. They were trying to control me for some weird scam or scheme is what I think was happening. And I just happened to be the perfect laundering target. Hey, I made Keffel's song. I've never been able to recreate anything like Keffel's song, though. Nothing like it. Like, I haven't been able to even make a jingle that was similar. I tried. I was like, okay, this is the sequel. It's, fuck you, you bitch. I hope you fucking die. And the song goes, like, fuck you, you bitch. And I was like, damn it. Sounds exactly the same as the other song. I didn't like Keffel's song. I thought it was really easy to put together. I didn't think there's anything that special about it. And people like it, and I just don't understand. I'm hoping to have a success like that with a book. Because I'm going to prove that my books are good. Even if everyone tells me they're not. Yeah, take that. Oh yeah, that record label thing was weird. Is this pre-recorded? No, it's not pre-recorded. It is not pre-recorded. That'd be ghetto as fuck if it was. If I was like, okay guys, I'm too lazy to do a stream. We're gonna pre-record this. Because I'm so important, I've pre-recorded the whole stream for you. That's the sound your parents make in their bedroom every night. I'm gonna break this fence. It's gonna be like thousands of dollars of damage. Haha, my bitch of a stupid fucking stalker left. Take that, you fucking bitch. Alright, you guys gonna ask some more questions? So far, you've just, you know, been dicking my balls here. You hear that? You're dicking my balls. What's your favorite race? You mean like nationality? Probably Mexicans. I like Mexicans a lot. They're pretty cool. Never let me down. Ward says, I asked you a question. Well, repeat the question then. You gotta repeat the question so I can hear it again. You gotta repeat the fucking question, you stupid motherfucking bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you stupid motherfucking bitch. I was just kidding. I was just in the zone. Sometimes when I'm in the zone, I let my lips flap a little bit too much. You guys like my hair? I'm like Andy Biersack if he was a Jewish guy at an accounting firm. I am Andy Goldsack. I honestly feel like Andy Goldsack. Ward, are you gonna repeat that question or what? My gosh, I need that question. Repeat the fucking question. Repeat the fucking question. Oh, sorry. Where can I see color buddies? I just told you, Bizarritations. Would you rock Diddy's clothing brand? No. I think I would look really bad in it. The only, you know, if you have like a tank top with a pentagram on it, it might look kind of good in that. Thoughts on intelligent life so deep in the ocean we can't possibly communicate with it? I don't know anything about that. I really don't care about the ocean. I mean, I wish all those fishies well, but I've got to have some tuna sometimes. Ward says, no, I mean the question about Anidia Sarkeesian. Can you repeat that then, please, one more time? So I can answer your question with dignity and grace. I wanna answer this question with dignity and grace, dignity and grace. Yo, I wanna ask you a question about dignity and grace, motherfucker. You know, I think I will rock Diddy's clothing brand. Since my name starts with C, I'll be Kitty. And I will wear all of his clothing brands around schools, just as he designed them to be worn, I'm sure. What happened to Deplorable Instinct? Is it available or did it get canceled? It is available, but kind of like Postal 4, it's in very bad shape. Very, very bad shape. I'll probably re-release the new version soon. I'm actually working on a new book that's much better, much shorter. It's about, you know, the Idaho... I'm not going to say it. It's about a serial killer. A really violent serial killer who killed 4 young girls. And it's a short book, so it's short and sweet. Not a lot of investment of your time. And it just tells the story of these girls, gets you immersed in their story, and then unleashes the murder. And I've taken some very brutal liberties. So, you know, the original serial killer broke into their house with a latchkey or whatever he used. And he, you know, beat the girls to death and stabbed them to death. Well, in mine, he's going to have brass knuckle gloves, which I think, you know, because I know how to use brass knuckles very well. He's going to hoover over their bed when they sleep. Bam, bam, right in the nose several times. Will you study narcissistic awareness? Of course. I battle narcissists every day. I hate narcissists. I fucking hate them. I've had enough of them for a lifetime. And I have no respect for them at all. Or care about anything they have to say either. Narcissists are just obnoxious. Like, they're literally just a fucking parasitic curse on the earth. You gain nothing from a narcissist in your life. You gain nothing. I'm just turning batteries. I was just turning battery saver on. Run out of battery midstream. Alright, so, ask me some more fucking questions, guys. We got about, we'll see if I can push it to 30 minutes more. We'll have had a 2-hour stream. That's the first time I've done a 2-hour stream in probably 2 or 3 years. Can people with narcissistic personality disorder be reformed? No. Narcissists do not feel, and it's extraordinarily unlikely they ever will. If they do, it's faked. That's just the way their brains are. They can't ever be reformed under any circumstances. Some have claimed it, but it's very suspicious. And they just continue the same behavior. And yeah, they can kill you. What do you think of the cartoon flat? Oh, let me address this person. Cyan Yoshi says, Cayenne Yoshi, I'm going to log off now. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. What do you think about the cartoon Flapjack? Flapjack is pretty good. I do miss it. Chowder is amazing. Chowder is held up incredibly well. I still revisit some of those episodes every here and then, or every now and then, you could say, because I can't speak English. Flapjack was okay. I thought it was kind of gross, though. It was a gross cartoon. I'd always try to eat while watching it when I was a kid. I'd try to be like, I'm going to eat some spaghetti now, and then Flapjack's like, here's a bundle of worms with snot all over it. I'd be like, oh. Cartoon Network is a shithole now. In 2008, they used to have Chowder, Flapjack. And, you know, I think Adventure Time was like, you know, being theorized. There's Ben 10, and now it's like Teen Titans Go for the millionth time, and Ben 10 reboot, and Just awful garbage. Like, I'm really not impressed with any of it. I think it's one of the worst channels right now. Nickelodeon even is better. Miss listening to what? Teen Titans Go is shit. I mean, I kind of see why kids like it. I see why they would like it. It's, oh, there's the narcissist stalker again. They are back. Teen Titans Go sucks. It's ass. And I feel like kids like it. It's trying to be like SpongeBob. In some ways, it is like SpongeBob. It's like a modern day SpongeBob. Like, it's very shitty, very, very shitty, and I don't like it. I think there's a million other things in the world I'd rather watch. Yeah, I mean, Teen Titans Go is just embarrassing. I think they should reboot Chowder. I think it'd be amazing. They really have just done a bad job lately, though, with cartoons. I mean, I don't take them seriously anymore. Last cartoon I watched that I think I actually sat down and watched, that isn't like South Park or an adult comedy, was, I want to say, probably Ben 10. I watched Ben 10 for years. I loved Ben 10 when I was a kid. Oh, I'd watch the original. I'd watch Ben 10 Alien Force. They always had, okay, this is how old I am. I watched Ben 10 Alien Force on the premiere, the day it happened. Yeah, when I was a kid. I remember that. Do you shower every day? Yes. I know I don't look like I shower every day. I don't use a shit ton of shampoo on my hair, which is why it looks kind of greasy. Probably could pass as a homeless man right now. Ben 10 Alien Force was tough. Oh yeah, Ben 10 Alien Force rocks. I love Ben 10 Alien Force. The new Ben 10's horrible. And the Ben 10 games are bad as always. The Ben 10 games are just awful. All of them are bad. I've played them all. None of them are good. I think I kind of liked Ben 10 Power, or no, not Power of 10. You know, there was a fan game called Ben 10 Power of 10 for a long time. It was this fan game that someone made in Unity where you could play as all the aliens. I thought that was really cool, but it's been in development for 12 years, so that's longer than GTA 5 at this point. You haven't watched Ben 10 in 15 years? Yeah, I haven't watched Ben 10 in years. I probably haven't watched Ben 10 in 10, 15 years, minimum. Why would I watch that as a grown adult, right? I think we'll wrap up the stream in a couple minutes, honestly, actually. Looks like people are getting a little tired. Probably wrap it up in the next 5 minutes. Any closing statements, guys? Any closing sentiments before I head out in a couple minutes here? I'm gonna grab an apple. Give me those closing sentiments while I go grab an apple. Actually, fuck it, I don't want another apple. If I eat another apple, I'm gonna fucking throw up. I like how I got fired episodes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very fucking much. I'm not gonna go until the view count hits like 0. So, give it a couple more minutes, guys. You guys have been great today. It's been fun entertaining you and hanging out. It's been an honor. And yeah, in a couple minutes I'll be ending it. Be ending my life. I can't believe you crashed me on Bugatti. Yeah. I did some damage with it. I didn't destroy his car or anything. I didn't give him thousands of dollars damage to his car or anything like that. It was maybe a couple $100 at the most, which for him was probably nothing. I lost his keys too, I think. which is probably where the $100 of damage came in because, it hit a trash can. It wasn't the end of the world. Oh, I also hit a couple other things too, didn't I? I don't even remember. I literally don't even remember. I try to forget that shit. That was probably my least favorite time in life when I was working that job. Fucking awful job. Yeah. So I pretty much commandeered this guy's Bugatti. I backed it up while blasting Future into... I think I backed it up into the car, and then I think I ran over trash. And how I farted, yeah. So I ate a tuna sandwich from Jimmy John's, and it was way too much for my body because I had extra tuna. And I just started farting tuna. Really badly. And an old woman smelled it and it was so bad apparently that she had to complain to this fancy ass hotel. Like, that valet farted. But yeah, that guy, I don't feel bad for that guy. Fuck that guy. Who is your favorite and least favorite Chowder character? Oh, great final question. Or near final question. My favorite character is obviously either Chowder himself or Mung or whoever the dad is. My least favorite characters, I do not like Schnitzel. I always thought he was frustrating. I don't think he's funny or interesting at all. Schnitzel. Who gives a fuck? The fact he just goes rada rada isn't very funny either. And he sucks. I do like... Oh, I also don't like the mom, whoever she is. I don't remember what her name is. She sucks. She makes the show miserable. So yeah, those characters suck. Chowder and Mung are pretty cool, though. What do I think of Jordan Owen? I don't know who Jordan Owen is. I do know who Charlie Kirk is. Okay, we'll end the stream in a couple minutes here. It looks like some people are joining again for some reason. Do you like Lindsay Lohan? No. I think she is a gross-ass fucking whore. And I don't think me and her would get along at all. How much for you to get an MLP tattoo? Gosh. Probably like $300, $400 fucking dollars. That's how much I hate MLP. I think I'd rather die than get that tattoo, honestly. Preppy goes, I'm a peanut. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are a peanut. What is the worst cartoon you ever saw? It's not Teen Titans Go. Some of the new SpongeBob episodes are awful. Just unbearable. Just embarrassing. I think some of the, I think Ben 10 2017 is awful. I think that, what else do I think is awful? Why do you like Spam cooked in mustard? I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe if it was fried, I could eat that. But the worst cartoon I ever saw, I'm really not sure. I really don't like the Cleveland show. I think that show was just a waste of time. Teen Titans Go, Modern SpongeBob, and I'm sure there's plenty of others. I don't like cartoons anymore. I think they suck. I think American Dad's one of the only good cartoons right now in South Park. Not anime, of course. I mean, yeah, sure, there's all sorts of great animes, but I do not watch anime. I hate anime. I have nothing against it. I just don't like it. Not my style, not my thing. Nothing that keeps my attention at all. I've tried it, but I personally think that American cartoons are much better than anything anime could ever do. I decided to come back before I gun the ED offended article. What are you talking about? Before you gun? Are you going to commit a massacre? Why did you cancel writing an ED article about yourself? I just thought about it, and I thought about all the consequences the people that I've written articles on have faced. Like, there's some really tough-ass fucking dudes that I haven't even spoken about that I've written articles on that was enough to freak them out. So, I just don't think it's a good idea. Maybe I'll come back to it soon. I think I will come back to it probably in the next year. I'll probably do that, but not now. It's not a good time right now. Are the things you wrote on ED about Asterisk? Oh my god, yeah, I feel kind of bad for Rogue Internet Man. I did not mean to fuck him up that hard. I just was trying to write a funny article on him, and I think I hurt him really, really deeply. He won't even acknowledge me anymore. But yeah, the things I wrote on about Asterisk, probably. I don't know. I just think about her reading it and getting all sad for once, and I'm just like, it's just retarded. It's a ridiculous situation, and I didn't write anything about Asterisk, honestly. That article was edited a lot. I edited the very base. I created the base where it was very not even real insults, and then it was edited, so I don't even think I said anything about her. What did I say about her? I recommend getting the Chris Chan album by Jordan Noah. So let me guess, did he just make a catchy rock album based around Chris Chan? Were you friends with White Glove? No. So White Glove is a lolcow. He's like a weird fucking lolcow guy. And he did nothing wrong. He was minding his own business. Me and a couple other bad actors were trying to be like, how are we going to cover our tracks from Rogue Internet Man? Because nowadays we don't care. Back then, this was volatile. This could have got us doxxed and all sorts of shit. So we were like, how can we blame this on somebody else? So we chose White Glove, because Rogue Internet Man did not like White Glove, so we could blame it on him. And it worked. It actually really worked for a long time. And I did not come up with the idea. I just used the account. And multiple people have used that account. If you check its history, you'll see all sorts of things. The ED page claimed Asterisk was a cam girl who did fart and piss play for money. I think that's true. I think that is actually... That's jogging my memory. I think she does do, like, OnlyFans sex stuff for money, which no judgment, but I think it was fart and piss. But that's to be expected. Rogue Internet Man is a very rough person, and his whole show's about being rough and disturbing shit. So, I mean, I think it fits in line. What's your favorite video on the Toughed Up channel? I don't remember any of them at all. I did make a video with Officer Poop. I remember that. If you remember who Officer Poop 247 was, he was like this weird kid who was really into Go Anime, and he was becoming like an actual celebrity almost because of Go Anime. It was a weird time. I don't think it's anything that would happen nowadays, but I gotta go soon. Probably go in the next 5 minutes. I just keep getting sucked back in. But honestly, I think all the old videos I made as Tough Duck were funny. I did make one video. What was your favorite birthday? Honestly, probably my 24th, the one I just had. I got this tattoo in defiance of my family, which I thought was pretty funny. And then, where is it? Right here. Then I went and ate a bunch of sushi by myself. It was a birthday by myself, which sounds sad to some people, but when you're me and you've been surrounded by a bunch of toxic people your whole fucking life, it feels really good to be on your own. Good seeing you, Cracked Rack. You are a good guy. Aw, why thank you. Jordan Owen and Lord Shadrack are good guys, by opinion. I don't know who that is. What was your worst birthday? My worst birthday, probably my 22nd. I'm getting like shivers thinking about my 22nd day. When I turned 22 or 21, either one, my sister went on a psychotic rampage and was stalking. I mean, she's still doing it, but it was a lot worse back then. And she went on this psychotic rampage and started harassing and smear campaigning me and my family for the first time when it first started. And I didn't have any like thick skin, so I just couldn't take it at all, and I went nuts, and I was in fight or flight mode, not just from them, but I was dealing with shit with my parents, and I was fucking up at my job, so I just felt like shit. Oh, and I had to deal with the FBI and their investigation of me, which was ridiculous. It was very scary, and I was working at McDonald's, so it was a terrible birthday. I hated my life. I did not care about it at all. I just finished looking at the article. Oh, what'd you think? What'd you think, sir? I can't believe how much the article blew up. I wrote that thinking maybe 200 people might see it, 300 people might see it and move on. I didn't think thousands of people would see it. And not only this, it was completely unnecessary because Rogue Internet Man wasn't doing anything wrong. He didn't even do anything to me. I was just paranoid that he was going to do something to me, so I made that article. But I did not add all the brutal details. I started it, Mad Shangy and a couple others. We got together and they added a lot of that stuff. So I know it sounds kind of weak to blame it on them, but I do blame them to an extent. But whatever. So yeah, my best birthday was 24. You're 14, Cyan Yoshi? Holy wow. I thought you were somebody else that I knew. Wow. You're 14, you could care less at what you see. Oh, I see what you're saying, but the article is very disturbing. It includes information about his niece being murdered, among other things that are pretty disturbing. I think it is a very fucked up article in general, and caused some bad things to happen that I'm not going to mention. Police were involved, though. And, yeah. I don't care about Rogue Internet Man, though. Like, I mean, yeah, I wish I didn't hurt him, but whatever. He wasn't being that cool to me either, really. So, it's hard to kind of shed any tears. Just saying. I mean, if I fucking fell into a goddamn random trapdoor pit and died, I don't think that Rogue Internet Man would care, so. What do you think about the cartoon Total Drama? So, I loved, as a kid, Total Drama Island. I thought Total Drama Island was awesome. It was always on. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute. I liked it. Total Drama Island. And then they started being like, now there's Total Drama Action. Now there's Total Drama blah, 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 blah. Total Drama Smashdown. I'm just like, shut up. We didn't need that much Total Drama. It was fine the way it was. They should have just kept it Total Drama Island, kept it going a few years, and then stopped. And I think it's still going, which is kind of cool that there's been so many iterations. But when I was 12 years old and watching it, I remember thinking like, okay, enough iterations. Total Drama Action, Total Drama Island, okay, no more. I don't know what Hamtaro is. What is it, like a slice of ham that plays the guitar? Who is your favorite and least favorite Total Drama character? I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember Duncan and Courtney, because that was actually a very iconic, like, Duncan was this bully asshole, but, he wanted to kind of fuck Courtney, and Courtney kind of wanted to fuck him. It's kind of sweet. It's a very wholesome dynamic, I think. Also, let's be real, Duncan looks like he could fuck Courtney a new hole. Just saying. Is she the one whose boobs gets shown in that episode? So when I was 10 years old, I remember this episode where in Total Drama Island, I think, Lindsay, who's like this hot blonde anime character, was like on this jet ski and her tits fly out. When I was a kid, I saw that and I was like, and I went and probably like jerked off to it or something, honestly. That's what I think I did. Nowadays I look at it and I'm like, ew. Her boobs, if they were visible, would be like squares or cubes. It'd be weird. Yeah, I don't care for Total Drama. That was Heather, not Lindsay. Oh, I see. I just, yeah, I thought that was so funny, and now, like, just thinking about how hot I thought that was, like, that's ridiculous. I remember being 6, no, maybe not that young, maybe like 9 or 10 years old, turning on the TV. There's Total Drama Island. There it is. There it is. It honestly did not feel like a children's show. And what I think should have happened is I think they should have. The reason it wasn't that successful, because it really was not that successful, they should have made it rated TVMA. Like, make it or TV 14, make it Family Guy level, make it more violent and explicit, then do that. You know, make it more vulgar. I think that would have been a lot funnier. Because no kid cares about total fucking drama unless they're like a total dweeb. Like, if they're a total goddamn dweeb, maybe they like Total Drama Island. Not that I judge you if you like it. You know what I'm saying. Like, only fucking dweebs liked that show as kids. Except for you, Ward. You're cool. Because you probably grew up with the show. I grew up with the show too, but I was much more SpongeBob. So for children's shows, it was SpongeBob, iCarly. What else was it? Just SpongeBob and iCarly, pretty much. SpongeBob, iCarly, and Sam and Cat. I like some Sam and Cat stuff. Drake and Belle. That's what I grew up with. And then I also grew up with American Dad and Family Guy. So those were my shows growing up. I did like the Cleveland Show as a kid, not anymore. If you don't know, when Family Guy got canceled, I think, instead of Family Guy, they made a show all about the black character, Cleveland. And it's a nauseating palette shift. It doesn't work. And it's just a bad show. I rate it very low. It's not funny at all. It feels like a raw, underground, band version of Family Guy. Like, it's just not funny. Yeah, Family Guy is just really funny to me. I like Family Guy a lot. I don't like South Park. I don't care about it at all. I literally don't give a flying fuck about South Park. I used to care about it a lot when I was a kid and a teenager. I was like, South Park, oh my god, something new is happening. What is it? What's on South Park? Now, I'm like, oh, South Park's still going. Okay. But it's pretty popular still, I guess, so whatever. I don't like it. I think some of it's funny, but for the most part, it's just try hard. It's just a relic of the past. Same goes with Johnny Test. Johnny Test was okay when I was a kid. Looking at it now, it just looks like a fucking content farm on YouTube. I gotta go in a couple minutes, guys. It's been very fun hanging out with you. We'll probably do it again tomorrow if I can muster it. Ugh, take these glasses off for a second. If I can muster it, I will see about trying to stream tomorrow. I know I haven't streamed in a long time or done much of anything in a long time. I'm very busy with a lot of problems. South Park is just the same thing. Eric makes fun of Kyle and calls him a Jew. It's not even really that anymore. It's more so just dumb political parodies. Like, I don't care about politics at all. I don't give a fuck. Charlie Kirk got killed, and that's pretty much about the only thing that I cared about. You know, I really don't like that he was murdered. Because it's fucked up, and we shouldn't be murdering people in this country. Anyways, I'm gonna head out, guys. I really enjoyed hanging out with you today. See ya.